Right, nasidombotaura about ma-artist akareleasa ma-albums akawanda muZimbabwe. Pa number 10 tichati Leonard Shakata vakareleasa 10 plus albums. Remember tikuti 10 plus because there's a possibility of more. Ma-sources nema-sites anenge achidiffer when it comes to numbers, right? So first album ya Mr. Leonard Shakata yakareleaswa muna 1990 yainzi Yarira Miri. Even prior to that vamamboreleasa havo single, but fame yakazouya hayo pa 1994 album rainzi Maruva Enyika. Pa number 9 tichangotorawo numbers for the sake of kungoti zviite structure. Pa number 9 chatifungisai zvakava pano mashavare vane 10 albums, 10 plus albums. Masources mamwe ari kuti 14, right? But first album yakareleaswa muna 2001 yainzi Tinotenda Ishe, Tinokutenda Ishe volume 1, which was released in 2001. Fun fact is my instruments ese akaplayiwa na Mr. Monomkundu na Zivanai Masango. Ndo yanga ine vanogona mwari vedu vanogona. I loved it. She was my role model. And then we move on to Baba Charles Charamba. Vane also 10 plus albums. Mange ma sites, mange ma sources arguti it's actually more than that. But first album yavo vakazoireleasa muna 1997 yainzi Tinashe Akatendeka. Fun fact is vaienda kugrama kanodarika ka 11 vachirejectwa. Vavazovumwa muna 1997 vawareleasa first album yavo. Vawareleasa futi imwe album muna 1998 yainzi Johan 3 verse 16 ndo yakatozonyatsokuvaisa pa map. But prior to that zvavo vanga vachireleasa ma-singles here and there. But I was like, yo, the persistence 11 times vachifaila kunzi varecord wene grama. Wow. And then we move on to Ja Praiser. Aka released 13 plus albums. And the first album was in 2007 yainzi Rudoneru Nyararo. Even though album rakazonyatsokuzikanwa was Sungano rakazo-released muna 2009. 13 plus albums. Up to date. And moving on, we have Alec Macheso, who also have 13 plus albums, and the first solo album was released in 1998 inonzi Magariro, 1999 vati Vakiridzo, 1999 vati Simbaradzo. And then we also have Simon Chopa Chimbetu, who also have 13 plus albums, but my sites are could differ when it comes to numbers. My sources are could differ when it comes to numbers. So no one really knows, right? So Tagungo Shandane 13 plus albums. And the first album was Mwanawe Dango, which was released in 1983. Even though Angwashiti maybe Africa, which was released in 1987, was the album, but it differs. But obviously, ndopo wakatenga kuestablisha Endera vibes, Endera sound, Endera Kings, you know. And then we have Tongai Moyodewa, who has 14 plus albums, and the first album is called Vimbo, which was released in 1996. Vanoyanzofarira Dewa saying uyanzoti pakutanga Tongai Moyo was really sounding like Leonard Dembo, especially when it comes to guitars. You can't say. So that's how he started, but you can tell kuti pawakazotanga kumuva vanga vane sound yavo iri all different that we love. And then we also have Leonard Dembo, who has 15 plus albums, and the first album was My Nevana, which was released in 1984. Ndo pakatangira magitare a Mr. Leonard Dembo. And on number 2, we have Thomas Mapfumo, who has 40 plus albums, and his first album was called Hokoyo or Beware, which was released in 1970. And obviously it was, I don't know if it was still Chimurenga music, but it was also about politics, you know, attacking, you know, or talking to the Rhodesian government. So yakatobeta of Timawani mazoewa yakatombosungwa katombo ini because, you know, of colonization and stuff like that. And then on number 1, we have Mr. Oliver Mtukudzi. Vane 60 plus albums, and the first album was released in 1978. Rains in Dipei wozano ndo pakatanga Mr. Mtukudzi and ndo pakahoba futi the Black Spirits. Please let me know kana paine vandasirira. Zita the Mrs. Important.